Develop mental toughness. There's a book out there that I want you guys to get, and it's called Grit. Has anybody on this call ever read that book? It's called Grit. Just give me a reaction down below. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So Will, you said a resounding yeah. Why? Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Yeah, I've talked a little bit about kind of my journey of self-improvement, that I started back in the day with Spartan Race. And a big thing in Spartan Race is obstacle immunity and grit. And Joe DeSanta, the CEO of Spartan Race, told me to read it. And it's just, no matter what you're going through in life, whether it's personal, professional, spiritual, physical, right, having the staying ability to get through something. And what the author does in that book is she analyzes some of the top performers in the world and really extracts what is that staying power? How does it, the people that have top performers, like the one main theme, right, is the fact that they have grit, that they can go through any bit of adversity and blow through it. Everybody should read that book if they haven't,
Totally.
It was one of the aha books in my life. And I'm back to that shit now. I put alcohol away. I'm back to training. I joined a coaching program that's going to help me push through that for my personal physical goals, alcohol, financial. Like, I'm really trying to get back to that form that I was in when that book really mattered to me. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You guys, I always get asked, Kenny and I always get asked, from all these people, what do you look for in agents? Like, I look for two things. I look for grit and empathy. I want somebody that is gritty and that will do the work. And I want somebody that can feel someone else's emotions and put themselves in other people's shoes. All the other stuff, like tactical things, we can teach them. But I look for grit and empathy. So developmental toughness, get the book Grit. Attention, control. A lot of us, when we're thinking about mental toughness, it's very hard for us to keep our attention on one thing for a certain amount of time because we get pulled from all these other things. I promise you, if you want to get mentally tough, then you need to be in full control of who and what gets your attention and be able to finish task. How many people have something on their task list that has been on their task list for more than 2 weeks that you have not finished for whatever reason? You got pulled in different, like, I wanted to do my farm. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. I was going to make calls. I was going to do this. Like, I wanted to write down this project. I wanted to create video, and I just didn't do it because I'm not in full control of my attention. Self-confidence. You guys, this is why I started out with eating healthy, working out, because I promise you, if you go and work out right now and run 5 miles, do you think you're going to feel a little bit more confident today? You think you're going to have a little pep in your step? You think you're going to look in the mirror and be like, dang, I look a little bit more lean today, right? It all goes hand in hand. So self-confidence, minimize negative energy. Stop. Bro, all you hit me with is all of your negative stuff. And if you want to talk to me, man, can I hear something positive? What can I do to help make you be a little bit positive? Because all you hit me with all the time is all your negative bullshit. Stop the negative. There's people in our lives right now, I promise you, that every time you get on a phone call with them, they're energy-sucking vampires. They're sucking the life out of you if you will allow them to do that. How many people in your life, give me a reaction on the screen below, have an energy-sucking vampire in their life right now? Thank you. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone else that raised their hand. You guys have to stop the negative energy and increase positive energy. Be around the people that light up your soul. If you're having a bad day, there's probably one person you know right now that you can call that is always perpetually optimistic. Jersey Tom. Jersey Tom beat cancer. He had cancer that wrapped around the top part of his spine. I always talk about Jersey Tom because he'll put a smile on my face anytime that I need a smile. Jersey Tom had cancer that wrapped around the top part of his spine, and he never knew he had cancer. He had pains in the top of his neck one night, got rushed to the hospital, and by the morning time, the dude was a quadriplegic. Said that he will never walk, never hug his family, never stand up, never do anything other than lay there for the rest of his life, and that is going to be his life. He refused to be taken down by his paralysis, and he ended up getting feeling in his left leg, feeling in his right hand, and by 7 months in, he was able to walk out of the cancer ward, and he beat it, and he is the most amazing, positive human being that you will ever meet. And his line is this: life's no dress rehearsal. I'm excited just to get up, to be able to hug my family, to be able to walk, to be able to drive a car, to do the simplest of things. So increase your positive energy. Maintain your motivation levels. You guys, that motivation may come from a group like this. You may sit in a session with Dan Sundberg. You might be motivated. You might hear something Will says. You might be motivated. You might hear something that, you know, Pat says or Ben says or Melody says or Cam said something last week and it was motivating for that moment. But how are you going to pass that perpetual baton to yourself and keep that motivation level high? Right? If that means looking at pictures of your family, if that means thinking about the life that you had once that you didn't really enjoy and that you are never going to go back to that shit motivates me. So maintain motivation levels, maintain attitude control. God, I love this one. Attitude, right? How you look at situations. I could be super, super pissed off right now about the room, but I'm really not. I'm going to be diplomatic and I'm going to handle my shit and I'm going to get exactly what I want out of this stay. And at the end of the day, even that happened, we had the best time here. Like the best time. This place has been beautiful. We're in wine country. So attitude control, and then visual and imagery control, right? Like a lot of us do vision boards. We create our vision boards. We do these things that give us reminders. I remember there was a time in my car on my my mirror in the bathroom. I remember when I passed my real estate exam. I had it on my ceiling. You will pass your real estate exam the first time. I had the car on there, the house that I wanted, the amount of money that I wanted. And every single morning I'd wake up and like, it was there, you know? So you guys probably have visual reminders. There's probably a picture. There's probably a screenshot or something on your phone that's a constant visual reminder. So highly, highly recommend that you focus on these things right now.